This is Strip Down's 175th episode.
Oh my goodness! 175!
Thanks for sharing this moment with us. Tonight on Strip Down, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Karpinka Brothers.
All right.
Wow.
Congratulations, Strip Down.
Congratulations, Curtis. Congratulations, Strip Down and the Strip Down crew. We're the Karpinka Brothers. My name is Sean. This is Aaron, and we're going to start it off with a little festive songs of the season. Deck the halls with bells of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing you before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Quit being so rowdy. All right, we're going to start with something else. This usually ends the show, but I want to start with a hug.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh.
Sharing this opportunity with us.
Thank you for having us.
Sharing episode 175. It's a big night here on Strip Down. I'm tripping over balloons.
We're all tripping over balloons, Curtis.
It's going to be an eventful night. This was the part I didn't really plan out, was that the floor is going to be balloons. But, I thought, what the heck, let's start with a balloon drop. Usually we end with a balloon drop on major episodes. Tonight, 175, Karpinka Brothers. Let's start. Right off the bat, I love that song because it mentioned gay apparel. And here we are, all in our headbands. Compliments of the Karpinka Brothers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank
Christmas
you
to
so
all.
much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
There's so much going on tonight. There's an energy in the room. It's Christmas here on Strip Down. The Karpinka Brothers are here finally after 175
We
episodes.
finally made it. Do you know why your headband is sky blue?
Why is it?
Because you're about to take flight to new heights. 175. Congratulations.
You will be driving the plane.
Woo.
As we welcome to Strip Down. Let's just get the show going.
All right.
We kind of set this episode up. When was Potluck 10? That was where I kind of met you guys for the first time officially. Christiane's fundraiser, like May, March,
Yeah.
Mayish.
No, it was like earlier than that, I think.
February.
Yeah. And
So
we
we're-
made it happen.
We're going on about a year to set this episode up. and it just happened. It wasn't like, hey, we went to the Karpinka Brothers for 175. But then it was like, holy cow, we could get the Karpinka Brothers for 175.
The universe pushed these two forces together, these three forces.
So in the last year, have you been like planning and just getting ready for your appearance on Strip
We've been
Down?
training, like running on the beach, you know, and then I kind of fall behind, and Sean turns around and he's like, come on, this isn't going to cut it for Strip Down. And I know he's right, so I let
You
pick
power
it up.
through?
Man. I keep going. There's
it-
been a whole montage of trainings and preparations. And
We dug deep because you would want it that way.
yeah, we prepared for the worst, knowing that the best would happen.
This is awesome. I feel like if I just keep nodding, you guys will just keep ping-ponging back and forth with amazing quotes. So I'm looking forward to the next 50 minutes. as we power through
Congratulations, though,
Strip Down.
Curtis. I have to say, congratulations. This is amazing. 175 episodes. I want to say thank you on behalf of all the musicians that have been on this show and gotten exposure from this wonderful show. Thank you to your crew and to you for all that you've done for 175 episodes. That's
We
wonderful.
should keep going with thanks. Big thanks to Jay Neufeld, who's directed
Thank you, Jay,
175 episodes. It's kind of a special night, too, tonight, because Catherine Morlock, who was here for about the first 50 episodes, came back tonight for this occasion. She actually decorated this tree, if I can Vanna White this.
Beautiful.
So
I
wonderful.
wish we could have like a time-lapse thing to show what it was before when I did it, and then what it ended up after Catherine did it properly. And Caitlin, who is a pretty new crew member, is back tonight. Amanda Hoggy is back tonight as well, who is a former crew member and can't really make it too much anymore. And Patrick Brandon's back as well.
Cool.
We're all here. It's a special night. We're ready to rock out with the Karpinka Brothers. Starting off with Christmas music.
Yes, you know, bringing you a Karpinka Brothers sandwich. The bread is a little festive holiday tunes. The meat, the real meat and
Yeah.
potatoes of the dish, some K-Bros, some K-Bro classics, some
meat is
current
the
K-Bros,
Karpinka.
maybe even a couple songs from our third album, which isn't even out yet. Merry Christmas, it's the greatest gift of all.
It keeps giving.
Do you want to jump into song number 2?
Sure.
I don't want to spend too much time talking about the first track because, well, I mean, you can take credit for writing it if you want. You can just throw all caution into the wind and
I'd like to
say
say
you put your own little hook and spin on it.
it
and
was our
it's
own
never
rendition
sounded
of
better.
it. Yeah.
How many holiday classics do you normally do?
We have a repertoire of about 5. That was where our first connection with Strip Down happened when we were going to fill in for,
The legend, Jay Samko.
yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Something
I
came
forgot
up.
all about that.
They said, K-Bros, do you want to go rock Boomtown for the Christmas special? And I was like, that would be so wonderful. Don't know any Christmas songs, and it's less than 24 hours away. Could be difficult.
You know who did step up that night, though? Josh Palmer.
Yes.
Jay
Who you
Palm.
guys are also friends with.
Yes,
J-Palm bringing the
recorded our
napalm.
first
Yeah,
album.
Yeah, you know.
The longer Strip Down goes on, the more it's just this circle.
Yeah.
This circle of musicians, and maybe that's the way it should be.
Circle of friends and dividends.
Yeah, well said. Song number 2.
Little
Song
track
number 2.
called Across a Crowded Room.
Yeah.
From our current album, There's a Light. This is a crowded room. There's balloons everywhere. There's people everywhere. Maybe you can't tell, but there's crew everywhere. And
So the crew / audience.
yeah, this is a K-Bro signature tune. This is written half and half by each bro.
Yin and Yang.
Yep.
Take it
Thunder
away.
and lightning, fire and ice.
Sweet and sour.
Easy now. Goes like this. 2, 3, 4.
Everyone's pretending they don't want to be here. So am I until suddenly someone appears. You across a crowded room. Now people talk about the moment when they just knew. Heaven smiled when an angel elbowed her way through. You across a crowded room.
All right.
Across a crowded room. Across a crowded room. It's so easy for me to find you across a crowded room. We're so inconspicuous, or we think we are. Little glances like searchlights from afar with you across a crowded room. Like the sun ushers away loitering clouds, all my thoughts are turning into daydreams somehow of you across a crowded room, across a crowded room, across a crowded room. It's so easy for me to find you across a crowded room.
Coming in.
All right. Across a crowded room, across a crowded room. It's so easy for me to find you across a crowded room. Something stirring in me, I can feel my heart pound, and I never felt like this until I found you across a crowded room. I've been hiding bruises from everyone for so long, down for the count and suddenly strong for you. Across a crowded room, across a crowded room, across a crowded room. It's so easy for me to find you across a crowded room, across a crowded room, across a crowded room. It's so easy for me to find you across a crowded room.
Wow.
Yes.
Another stripped down first. I don't think they've ever let me touch their instruments ever. Any musician.
Well,
It's an honor.
you earned it.
Thank you.
Should we actually? No, we don't need to talk to this.
No,
do we?
just talk normally. That's why you got the clip-on mics.
Yeah.
Clip on mics.
Showbiz tricks.
But that indicated you had something to say when you stepped up to the mic. So.
Did he? Sometimes he
No.
doesn't. He just talks anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys want to break the walls down on that last song? Tell me about its origins, the heartbreak, the gut-wrenching process of making that song come to life.
I could tell you that, I'll write a hook every time. We 50-50 it, or there's secret resentment. That's the key to the bros. It's key to the longevity, and maybe there's not longevity yet, but you just wait. When we're 90 years old, we'll still have matching shirts,
Yeah.
and we'll be, sitting down or standing up and rocking it. And that's what I'll come to Sean with a hook, and I'll say, I got this catchy hook. It's a chorus. Oh, see if you can write a verse. And I'll play it for him, and he'll go, it's a pretty good verse. Let me write a chorus to it. And I go, you son of a gun. And then he writes an even catchier chorus to it, and proves me wrong. And then lyrically, Sean writes the lyrics because I do the 6-string science. He writes the lyrics because if I write the lyrics, they'd all be about staying up late and playing video games and sleeping in and things like that. So Sean writes the lyrics, so he could give you lyrical insight.
Please do.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's
To me, I hear that song, and it's about like when you look across a crowded room and you see a lady, beautiful lady, and you're too shy. You're too shy to go step to her, so you write a song hoping she'll come back and catch the bro show and be like, oh, could it be? Could it be about me and their secret love for me? Am I right?
I couldn't have said it better, Curtis. Really.
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good time to take our first commercial break. I'm so psyched for tonight. I'm having so much fun. Episode 175, the Karpinka Brothers. And I forgot to give a shout out to Bryn Crisis. She's back tonight too. And I saw Doug as well. The people are kind of mulling around in the background. There's lots of people here tonight celebrating our 175th anniversary. Yeah. I hope I'm doing this for 175 years. Our 175th episode. We have to take our first commercial break. We have lots more with our Karpinka Brothers coming up right after this. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
All natural things on Earth and how they interact is biodiversity. From the microscopic to the mighty, from the smallest body of water to the coldest, from underground to the highest ground. When biodiversity is rich, we can count on the natural world to produce the oxygen we breathe, filter and purify the water we drink, and grow the plants we rely on for food and medicine. Due to human activities, biodiversity is being lost faster than nature can replenish it. So let's do what we can to help preserve biodiversity. Create natural spaces and plant native species. Take part in a wildlife survey. Get out and experience Canada's amazing variety of wildlife. And that's just a start. To learn more about biodiversity and how you can help protect it, visit hww.ca.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McWade, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquade.com. Ultimo Euromoto. 204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
We are celebrating our 175th episode tonight with the Karpinka Brothers, but now is the time of the episode we throw it over and talk to our audio engineer, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Alex Stushinoff. How's it going, buddy?
Good, and you?
I'm having a fantastic night. Can you believe it? 175. You've been here for what, maybe 20, 30 of them?
I don't know. I have no idea. I came right after 150, so yes, it is about like 20.
I'd say probably around 25 then, if you started right after 150. I'm doing
Yeah,
some quick
'cause I know we
math.
film
I'm not
150,
school learned like you are, Alex.
No
but
book learning for you, Curtis?
No, but I'm going to go with 25 episodes under your belt. And you've done audio for most of them. So again, thank you on behalf of the rest of the crew and all the bands that have been on the last 25 weeks. Thank you for coming and mixing the sound. It sounded good, right? This guy's a pro.
Total pro. This guy is a total pro.
And we have
Semi-pro.
stuff to talk about. Usually the conversations, I don't want to say strained, but you know, we hang every week. We run out of stuff to say. But however, you were recently on tour.
Yes.
With
The Rebellion.
The Rebellion. What's it like touring with the Rebellion? They got like a bus.
Very fun. We drove the adventure van. There was no bus this time around.
Oh.
It didn't
Did
have
they
any brakes.
tease you with the bus? Were they
Yeah.
like, hey, if you come do our audio, we'll let you ride the bus?
No, that's just what I thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was good times.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good times in Red Deer.
So what was the show? Give me the lowdown. Like you were
Vangelis
doing audio
show.
for him?
Yeah, just mixing, setting up some cables, moving stuff.
Nice.
Then getting to go to
Sounds
Alberta.
magical.
7-hour drive for the one show.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet though.
So what's it like spending 7 hours in the car with the Rebellion?
Very funny. Christian
Yeah.
sleeps the whole time.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
Who's the funniest one? Give us something. Give us a behind the scenes look
highlights were Provost, where it was like it's a town right in Alberta. It was the host of the last Ku Klux Klan meeting in all of Canada since like 1984, and apparently last time they were there, Christiane got some pretty intense looks.
Karpinka Brothers, get us out of here. Let's link it.
How
You
about-
guys are
Play
good
me
friends
off.
with Josh Palmer as well.
Yes, he recorded our first album. Great man.
Great man that recorded your first album.
It's a patient man who can be in a studio for 10 hours straight with both of us and not show any signs of anger
Or fatigue.
or fatigue.
I think if there was a band that would probably be pretty fun to record and spend that much amount of time with, it would be you guys.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
too kind, but you don't know.
I went back during the commercial break to the control room and I was like, what? There's only 45 minutes left? And I was already sad.
Now I'm sad. I'll turn it around, though. I'll turn it around.
Okay, will you turn it around musically with your next number?
With Carposity.
Carposity?
Yeah.
Can you turn the Carposity up to 11?
We
We
can
will.
do that,
Can
and
you
so
make
can
it?
you.
Should people come and put their hands on the television?
Do it. Come
Yeah.
to the screen. Put your hand on the screen. Feel the love. Feel the Carposity.
It flows in us, around us.
It's a part of us. It's a part of you. Everybody is in the Karpinka Brothers with us. This
One
is
night
the-
only.
This is the people's band. We're all in it
All right.
together. We're all going to rock together. on
What
this
song
one.
number 3?
This
Little
song
song.
is called Save It for a Rainy Day
Save it for a rainy day. Save it.
or a snowy day.
Get away. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, how I've missed you. I don't think you even knew. I don't think I did either. Till I just saw you. I could see the smile that lingered just for a while, and I saved it for a rainy day. Yeah, I could see a smile that lingered just for a while, and I saved it for a rainy day. Yeah. Memories like bubbles rising in a soda can. Sweet little reminders help me understand that I can see a smile that lingers for a while, and I save it for a rainy day. Yeah, I can see a smile that lingers for a while, and I save it for a rainy day. I can always see you, no matter the dark of night, like an angel's trumpet, shining bright. I can see a smile that lingers for a while, and I save it for a rainy day. Yeah, I can see a smile that lingers for a while, and I save it for a rainy day. I can see a smile that lingers for a while, and I save it for a rainy day. Yeah, I can see a smile that lingers for a while, and I save it for a rainy day.
And now we're punching balloons. Did we pick good colors? We tried to get
Yeah.
Christmassy colors for the balloon drop.
They're patriotic and Christmassy.
But in a perfect world, what would the Karpinka Brothers colors be?
All the colors of the rainbow.
I deserved that and saw that coming. If you each could pick one color, though, for next time, for episode 275.
I'll take a little purple.
Purple?
Gold for Ukrainian lightning.
Okay, we'll have a purple and gold balloon drop. We always joke about having a reverse balloon drop, getting them full of helium, and then letting them go from the floor.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, or else we could just play the original one in reverse, and it'd be the same effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what was that last song about?
That was about missing somebody that's dear to you, and they're far away, but you keep them close in your heart.
Did that come from personal experience you'd like to share? Or just seemed like a good song to write at the time?
I don't know if it's just, I think something for anybody to hang on to. Everybody has somebody that they miss that goes away or lives somewhere far, and so that song's for them.
We were talking before we started rolling about all the personal connections here at Strip Down, and you said our director, Jay Neufeld, who also is on CFCR, was the first person to ever interview you.
He was. He
true.
absolutely
That's
was.
correct.
So special, and I keep looking for him.
He's in the other room
yeah.
now.
Hello, Jay. And
that
yeah,
was back in the day when we were, you know, just like a young Anakin Skywalker. Now we've got the Darth Vader swagger, and we still love him, and we still know that guy, and it's wonderful. It's good to see him.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
just like
just
Obi-Wan
like
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan. Just like Obi-Wan. He's here with us, Sean.
He's always
with us.
watching over us.
Yeah.
Jay knows. He sees you when you're sleeping.
I
Jay
don't
knows
know.
when you're awake.
I don't want him to see me when I'm sleeping, but I appreciate
Well,
the
he
sentiment.
does. So just keep that in mind tonight.
You're
Okay.
very peaceful.
It's good to know.
We need some sort of like Jay, like if he could pop up on the TV behind you or something. We did that once.
Where is he?
He's hiding in the other room. He's making sure this all goes to air properly.
Is he even in the building?
He's on a cell phone somewhere, and then that's being amplified into the building, right?
Strip Down is officially an app, and he just does it
Just
from
watching
home.
TV shows other than Strip Down at home, and he just calls in conference call style. Yeah, present.
That's how
Start
he does it. Back to Josh Palmer really quick. He cut to your first album.
Yep.
Then let's move forward to the second album. What year are we looking at?
This was July 2011. This is maybe the day after we got back from a festival. You can hear it in our voices. We're changed men. We've seen things.
You left
we're
boys?
different. We're different. You know, we were just, so we brought that. We brought our crazy, rough Tom Waits voices, and we went back to the Avenue Recording Studio with a gentleman named Jordan Smith. We call him Golden Ears,
Yeah.
and he's the man.
Like a Bond villain, but not evil. And then we
Like
had
a
a band
reformed Bond villain when he
Yeah.
saw the error of his ways at the end.
that's a family man and just sweet and just loves everybody.
Yeah.
How is it
But
different
genius.
working with him than Josh?
Both of them are lovely gentlemen. I guess
It was very similar. It was very similar.
Very similar.
Maybe we drank more coffee with Jordan, but I bet you that, like, you know, Josh didn't want me to drink too much more coffee because I'm kind of always a little amped up.
Then it
so-
just becomes a competition.
yeah. So I think it was out of love. But Jordan, you know, he has a coffee machine right in there. So
There it is.
yes.
Well, let's go to song number 4 before we take our second commercial break. Where are we headed next? Are we perhaps going back to a song that was from the second CD? Or are we?
we haven't gone back in time yet. This is still the present.
Okay.
It's current. This is so what you have is you have the Star Wars of the K-Bros albums, which is one break at a time that we recorded with Josh Palmer. And then you have the Empire Strikes Back of K-Bros albums, which is the current There's a Light. The next one, tentatively titled KB3, will be the Return of the Jedi of folk music.
But then if you keep going with that tradition, that theme, it's all downhill from there. The next 3 will
We'll
suck.
see. Maybe it'll just be 3, but you know, what do they call
And then Disney will buy you.
Maybe. There'll be 3
Hopefully.
of them. Is it a trilogy? No, it's not. It's a trilogy. Yes!
Then are you going to go back and do like 4, 5, 6, but it'll really be like 1, 2, 3?
And there'll
You
be
gonna try that?
there'll be a
Be like, no, this is actually our new first album.
There's
They're
going to
like,
be
no, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it's your fourth. No, it's the first. Just roll with it.
There'll be a youngster singing all the vocals. People will be really disappointed. It won't be as good, but you'll still love it for sentimental reasons because it's K-Bros.
I just can't wait for the third, so I figure out what the hell happened that made you the K-Bros.
We don't know.
You
We don't
know,
even know.
everybody wanted to know what made Darth Vader evil. You know,
Yeah.
what horrible act
origins,
made
right?
you this way? That's what I want to know.
I think what
I
made
guess
us...
we'll have to wait for the 6th album, which is really the 3rd.
Yes.
All right. So the next song. It was a long fight to get here, but next song.
It's called Everybody Wants to Be My Friend.
Sometimes you have to stretch the truth in songwriting, Curtis.
That doesn't sound like that. There was one quote where somebody said, "Saskatoon's answer to a hug that never stops."
That's a very nice
it's
quote.
perfect.
That's you.
That's you. It wasn't a quote about me.
Don't you read our own press? I do. I have that pinned up.
Now I've got the band bickering, so let's just play a song about everybody liking you.
You've caused a rift, but we'll smooth it out during
All
this
right.
next one musically. That's how we work
We're gonna try.
everything out.
Take it away, Karpinka Brothers.
They say I heard the news that you're doing good Everybody wants to be my friend.
It's true.
They know just how to say what they think they should. And everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be my friend. I got a rainproof smile so no sadness shows, 'cause everybody wants to be my friend. I see she got that same smile even though everybody wants to be her friend. Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody wants to be my friend. You weren't that before, so I start to pretend. And everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be my friend.
We are spending 60 minutes with the Karpinka Brothers, who are helping us celebrate our 175th episode. I don't know if I've promoted that enough, that we somehow hit 175 episodes. That's a lot of bands. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of laughs.
I don't think that
That's a lot of tears.
If we had a show, I don't think it would make it to 175. I think it'd be canceled mercifully after, a dozen episodes. Maybe.
That's what we said about this one, but here we are, still going strong.
So
it's all a countdown to 200 now after tonight.
So you're going to talk to Shaw for us, and we'll get the K-Bros Family Hour.
Karpinka time?
That would probably be like a ratings bonanza.
I didn't want to say it.
You would like surpass the Fire Log as our most watched show.
Man, I love the Fire Log. I used to make VHS recordings of the Fire Log and just watch it over and over again.
I feel like we should just talk about this for a second, though. If I were to pitch a show tomorrow, what would the format be? What would you guys do? What would you bring to the table? What would the show be? 1 hour? Is that what you're thinking?
We would bring skits and haystacks. And
Haystacks.
Yeah.
Like the cookies that I so enjoy with the cocoa and the shredded coconut?
Those and literal haystacks. We would eat those on haystacks. And
Yes! This is working out great. We've already got maybe a third of the show planned.
It's good. That's
Would you do like cameo appearances on it? Would you walk behind us?
Could I
and
do
just kinda
characters?
I would love
Yes.
Yeah? I could be like the big evil sound recording guy. I'd have like a mustache. I'd be like, "You're too flat.
that. I think
Play
you,
better, Karpinka
No,
Brothers."
you're going to be Cousin Curtis. You're going to be in
Cousin
overalls
Curtis, yeah.
and a straw hat.
And like it'll be one of those
That's
things
actually what I wear on like the Fridays where you get to dress normal, the casual Fridays.
that's your
usually what I
regular
rock.
get up.
Yeah.
And when you walk in, there'll be a laugh track every time you walk in because they're so psyched to see you. But like realistically,
track that turns
we
into claps.
we don't want to like go too big with the budget and have an audience for all of them. So
You might have
it'll be a
noticed
laugh track.
that happens when I walk in the room during Strip Down. I just edit it out because I'm really self-conscious about it. There's usually
I'm
applause
sorry I brought it up
and
then.
laughter.
No laugh track
cheering.
when Curtis walks in on K-Bros Haystack Hour.
Okay. Someone better write that down.
Are you guys getting this?
Yeah, I see. I see Caitlin writing on the whiteboard, which means that
Yes.
we're going way long on talking. She's about to write "Go to commercial break"
Oh, no.
in giant letters. So why don't we do that? Let's cue up our second commercial break. We have lots more with the Karpinka Brothers coming up right after this.
All right.
All natural things on Earth and how they interact is biodiversity. From the microscopic to the mighty. From the smallest body of water to the coldest. From underground to the highest ground. When biodiversity is rich, we can count on the natural world to produce the oxygen we breathe, filter and purify the water we drink, and grow the plants we rely on for food and medicine. Due to human activities, biodiversity is being lost faster than nature can replenish it. So let's do what we can to help preserve biodiversity. Create natural spaces and plant native species. Take part in a wildlife survey. Get out and experience Canada's amazing variety of wildlife. And that's just a start. To learn more about biodiversity and how you can help protect it, visit hww.ca.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. 204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain, as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345. Ladies and gentlemen, the Karpinka Brothers.
Wear your smile like a mask, assign me the thanks task, guessing what I should say, hoping that you might look my way. You mistake me for someone you could bat around, someone who come running when you call, someone who's been chained down to the ground. But baby, I ain't your tetherball. Do my manners make me meek? Should I always speak? Check my watch, pretend I'm late, or say I'll be there, make you wait. You mistake me for someone you could bat around, someone who come running when you call, someone who's been chained down to the ground. Baby, I ain't your tetherball. All right. As the cauldron of the night dissolves in the rising light, so do my lonely tears wait of hope and then disappear. You mistake me for someone you could bat around, someone who come running when you call, someone who's been chained down to the ground. But baby, I ain't your tetherball. Baby, I ain't your tetherball. Baby, I ain't your tetherball.
We are back with the Karpinka Brothers. Another amazing thing that lined up tonight was that I wanted to preview Songs for Supper. Songs for Supper started 6 years ago, the same year Stripped Down started. Chris Brinklow and I have kind of been running side by side. He puts on the annual fundraiser each year. We keep doing Stripped Down each year. And a fun fact, Chris Brinklow was episode 1 of Stripped Down. This year, you guys are stepping up to the plate and participating in Songs for Supper 6. What do you know about Songs for Supper? What have you heard? What have you been primed about?
Songs for Supper, all of the money goes to the food bank, I believe, every cent of it. Mm-hmm. So it's for a wonderful cause. And all the musicians they've ever gotten that I've seen have been wonderful, incredible musicians, and they take turns. It's like songwriters in the round, talking and playing their songs.
It's a wonderful, a beautiful thing. We're super proud to be involved with it. It was an automatic and an instant yes, as all things of that nature are with us. You know, we're lucky enough that we get to play shows, be them in bars for however many people, at festivals for thousands of people, or TCU Place with Gordon Lightfoot. Anytime we get a chance to do something positive with our music to raise money for a cause, we jump on it.
It's one of my favorite nights of the year, to be perfectly honest. I've been lucky enough to be asked to host, I think, 4 out of 6 of them over the years. I think Chris hosted the other 2 just when he wasn't able to play. And it's an amazing night. I mean, it's one of those things you kind of have to experience. You're in the refinery. For whatever reason, it's always like minus 30 or 40 that day. It's always so cold outside, but everybody's warm inside the refinery, listening to good music. And there's just such a spirit and feeling in there that night. And all the money raised goes to the food bank. And usually the food bank people come and they do a little thank you. And it's a night I look forward to each year. So I'm glad that this happened tonight, so we can preview it and tell people to come out December 9th to the refinery and take in Songs for Supper. It's $25, but that's not the ticket price. It's basically a $25 donation where you get a 2 or 3 hour show for free. That's kind of how Chris throws it out there.
There's so many great acts on it. That is a steal of a deal to give a little bit
It's a wonderful
back.
cause. $25, I'm speaking for myself, can add up pretty quick on some silly items that I'll buy, a coffee here, a coffee there, a drink there, whatever it be, and it can go to a positive cause and you make a difference.
So that night, big plans, bust out some Christmas classics or some original Karpinka Brothers, or is just people are going to have to come? You're going to have to come to the refinery on Sunday the 9th.
I think you're going to have to come and check it out.
All right.
See, you never know what kind of shenanigans we'll pull.
What we'll do.
I don't know everybody who's there, but there's Chris, and there's Smoke Killer and Jen Lane, and
Sarah
Farthing,
Kirby Cradle.
Yeah, and a couple musicians I've never met before. And they're usually quick to come on Stripped Down after I meet them, so it's kind of, it keeps feeding the beast.
Right on.
Songs for Supper wears many hats. Okay, she's writing on the board again. No, the viewers at home can't see that, but we're getting a 15 minutes to black warning. That's not a lot of time to hammer out 3 songs. So let's go to the next song. What do we have here?
Next, we're going to give you something brand new, Curtis. We're going to give back to you.
Something from that Return of the Jedi of folk music.
I don't remember giving it away, but feel free to give back.
This is a brand new song, and it's called You Don't Scare Me.
You Don't Scare Me?
Mm-hmm.
Karpinka Brothers.
Thank you, Curtis.
I took it all as a slight dare when I suspected you might care. Call it a hunch that this only begins with becoming friends. You slowed me down like a toll booth and took a bit of the whole truth. And that grin on your lips says, I'll be back again. You don't scare me, baby. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, baby, you don't scare me. I don't know how you arrived here. It would seem I was deprived here. Though I can play tough with the best, maybe so can you. But since you asked if this chair's free, I feel a little more carefree. And if if you're letting down your guard, maybe I can too. You don't scare me, baby. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, baby. You don't scare me. I see your kindness for certain, just like a lamp through the curtains. There are some things that you just can't hide. Your hesitation is funny, your voice is dripping like honey. You don't need to ask if I'm along for the ride. You don't scare me, baby. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, baby. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, baby. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, baby. You don't scare me.
We are running out of time with the Karpinka Brothers. We have to take our last commercial break, but really quickly before that, you name-dropped Gordon Lightfoot.
Yes,
How
indeed.
amazing was that night?
The first song I ever learned to play on guitar was Sundown. And then we got an email a week before his show saying that his people, he's so legendary that he has people, would like an act from Saskatoon that is kind of similar folk influenced to play for his VIP ticket holders before the show and to perhaps meet Mr. Lightfoot after. And CFCR, wonderful radio station, our favorite radio station, said the K-Bros are in. And that was, again, an automatic yes, and it was very surreal. We got to meet our hero.
We took our mom and dad as our guests because they've been to every show that we've ever done. And we were waiting to meet him after, and I introduced my parents. I said, Gord, this is my mom, this is my dad. And my favorite part of the whole night was that he turned to my mom and he shook her hand and he looked her in the eye all serious and he said, tell me honestly, are these guys any good at all?
Did she have a good answer?
Thankfully she said yes.
She said yes.
Thankfully you are. So it must have been an amazing evening.
Yes,
wonderful.
I'll never forget it.
Awesome. On that note, let's take our last commercial break. We wrap up Strip Down's 175th episode right after this.
And you take me, break me, make me want you. Ask me, I'll tell you, I'll show you what to do to fill my dreams.
All natural things on Earth and how they interact is biodiversity. From the microscopic to the mighty, from the smallest body of water to the coldest, from underground to the highest ground. When biodiversity is rich, we can count on the natural world to produce the oxygen we breathe, filter and purify the water we drink, and grow the plants we rely on for food and medicine. Due to human activities, biodiversity is being lost faster than nature can replenish it. So let's do what we can to help preserve biodiversity. Create natural spaces and plant native species. Take part in a wildlife survey. Get out and experience Canada's amazing variety of wildlife. And that's just a start. To learn more about biodiversity and how you can help protect it, visit hww.ca.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345. Ladies and gentlemen, the Karpinka Brothers.
You're on a mission, don't care who's listening. You'll make me laugh before this ride is through. My head is hanging, the engine's clanging. You say still got a mile or two. One of these days our dreams won't seem so far away. One of these days our dreams won't seem so far away. Yeah. I spy a few tunes, just say the radio plays their song. Pass me the keys to find and let me sing. Just let me hear you sing along. One of these days our dreams won't seem so far away. One of these days our dreams won't seem so far away. Yeah. To make you listen to what you said that I knew was true. It just seems better when we're together, finding our way, yeah, me and you. One of these days our dreams won't seem so far away. One of these days our dreams won't seem so far away. One of these days our dreams won't seem so far away. Our dreams won't seem so far away.
We are wrapping up Strip Down's 175th episode featuring the Karpinka Brothers. It seems like it was like 10 minutes. It's not fair. There's no way 60 minutes went by. Really quickly, third CD on the way, third album.
We'll be recording it this winter, spring-ish.
Are you looking for a new engineer? Are you going to go back to one of the first two, or are you going to roll the dice with a third?
We shall see. We shall see where the Ukrainian force takes us, being the Ukrainian Jedis that we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did our first tour just this last fall, and I'd love to tour a little bit more behind this before we get to it.
I think one more spring tour is in order.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get there.
So to follow your progress, where should people go? Where should they follow the Karpinka Brothers online? Do you tweet?
We're on Facebook and Twitter, and also we're on Instagram, all over Instagram, and you can go to k-bros.ca.
Big thank you on
thank
behalf
you, Curtis.
of all the staff and Jay and everybody else and all the people watching at home. Again, we for the first time ever had to cancel an episode last week on our end. I think that's, we've had bands cancel, we've had stuff come up, but I got really sick and I had to cancel. So big apologies to Paul Kuzbik and Fountains of Youth because we had to cancel their episode. But then it was just like Oh, look at the way it's lining up. 175, Karpinka Brothers. We can preview songs for supper, which is December 9th at the Refinery. And it's Christmas. It's like everything we wanted to do in one night. It came together. It was better than I expected. Not saying I expected it to be bad. I knew it was going to be here, but it was headband high. That's how good this
Headband
episode
high,
was.
that's what we aim for.
Can't get higher than.
And I
headband high.
really quickly ran on Wikipedia, and I wanted to talk about the 175th episode and how we've done more episodes than Cheers and Friends, but that's not true at all. Cheers has 275 and Friends has 238, but here it comes. Seinfeld, last episode, 175.
Oh, that's good company.
So if we are back next week, eat it, Jerry Seinfeld. We outdid it.
Take that, Jerry. With all your
And
millions.
in the spirit of Seinfeld, what's the deal with the last song? See what I
That was
did
good.
there?
I see
Yeah.
what you. What is the deal with last song?
Or I could do this, make this higher, and I'd be more like Kramer, maybe. Now I just look like one of the volunteers.
I think that you should leave it like that for this
Yeah?
last
All right.
song and join us and sing with us. And I would like to invite all of your wonderful crew up here to join us.
Well, I think I'm going to turn the tables on that because people are sick of me. I'm always on here. What I think I'm going to do is maybe I will go operate one lone camera. And if Bryn Kreisa is gracious enough to stay back there and switch between my camera and the other locked off cameras, maybe everyone else can come on and join you for the final number here on episode 175. That's my thanks to everybody but Bryn. But Bryn and I are tight, so that's cool. I'm not worried about hurting her feelings. So everyone else on, we'll end episode 175. Thank you so much, you guys. Big shout out to the sponsors really quick. Ultimo Uramoto, Mr. Sicily Pizza, and Long and McQuaid. And of course, you can check us out on Facebook as well. All right, everybody, let's do this.
All right.
Where's Jay?
Everybody in.
Here's Jay.
All right.
Come on in.
Thank you so much for having us on Strip Down.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor. And
Congratulations.
congratulations, everybody.
175.
Let's usher in the next era. Come on, Jay, join us with some singing here.
In the
Here we
key
go.
of C.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of old lang syne? In days of old lang syne, my dear. In days of old lang syne. Come on.
not the best. His personal appearance is not the best.